Hi, I'm Sean Gannon, and this is Minute Math, and today we're going to learn about differentiation, and we're going to apply the product rule. We're going to differentiate each function with respect to x. So if I was given this function, y equals a negative 6 x to the fourth plus 2 plus 6 x to the negative fourth power times 6 x to the fourth plus 7. Okay? So I can see this big function here is broken down as two functions being multiplied together. So I'm going to label this one my f and this one my g. And so now I'm going to apply the product rule when I take the derivative, dy dx here. And I'm going to take the first part, my f, and rewrite it, negative 6x to the fourth plus 2 plus 6x to the negative fourth. But then I'm going to take g prime, the derivative of our g here. Power rule comes down, 4 times 6 is 24, x to the third power, plus, well, derivative of 7 is just 0, so we don't really need that. So we just have the 24x to the third right there. Then the plus sign's on the outside. Now we have to multiply g. So rewrite g, 6x to the fourth plus 7, and we multiply that by f prime. So we're taking the derivative of f right here. Well, 4 comes down, 4 times negative 6 is negative 24, x to the third power, subtract the exponent by 1. Derivative of 2 is just 0, don't worry about that. Plus, derivative here, negative 4 times 6 is negative 24. Let's combine 2 and 4 there to be like what we're looking for. So we have a negative 24 here. And that's x to the, well, negative 5 power, or negative 5th power, right? Because we're subtracting the exponent by 1. So at this point now we have our derivative. But I need to distribute this. So I'm going to distribute all the way across here, okay? So we have dy dx, okay? Let's take our time. Negative 6x to the fourth times a negative 24, well, I don't know 6 times 24 off the top of my head, to be honest. 6 times 24 is 144, and it's negative, because negative 6 times 24, right? 6 times 24 is 144. So we have negative 144, x to the, now we add the exponents, 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 times 24 is 48, so we have 48 x to the third, and then negative 6 times 24 again is a 144 plus 144. Then we add the exponents. Negative 4 plus 3 is a negative 1. So now we're separated here by the plus sign. Now we distribute over here. So let's go 6 times a negative 24, or 6 times 24 we know is 144 from before, but it's going to be negative, so we have negative 144. And we add the exponents, that's x to the 7th power, 4 plus 3 is 7. Then, from there, we also take a 6 times the 24 here, the negative 24 there, so we have plus a negative 144. We add the exponents, 4 plus negative 5 is negative 1. Now we distribute 7 times a negative 24. Okay, now I don't know what 7 times 24 is. It's probably 24 more than 144. And it's 168, or negative 168, right, because it's negative. X to the third power, plus the last one, 7 times 24, which we just did, is negative 168, and there's a negative as well there, so negative 168. But we had no exponent, so it's x, or no exponent by the 7, so just x to the negative 5th power. So now I'm going to rearrange, I'm going to add them together and rearrange, basically combining my like terms and putting my highest degrees first. So when I rewrite this, I like to make it my last step here. Let's see all the ones that have the highest degree, which is to the 7th power I see. So we have negative 144 plus a negative 144. That's a negative 288. So we have negative 288. X to the 7th power. I'm going to add these two together, and I'm marking with dots showing that I've used them. Okay. Next highest power I see is to the 3rd power, and that's going to be 48 and negative 168, and that's a negative 120, I believe, between them. Yes. So we have minus 120 x to the 3rd power between these two. Okay. So 48 plus a negative 168 is negative 120, and we have x to the 3rd power there. Combine those like terms. So now I have my next highest degree, which is the negative 1s, right, negative 1 power. And look here, we have 144x to negative 1 plus a negative 144x to negative 1 power. Those negative exponents, they don't cancel each other out, so that just becomes 0, so I don't need that. And lastly, I have this last part here, the negative 168x to the negative 5th power. So I have a negative 168, and instead of x to the negative 5th power, I'll write it over x to the positive 5th power. Let's make a positive exponent for our final answer. And there we have it. Our final answer, which is dy dx, is equal to negative 288 x to the 7th power minus 120 x to the 3rd minus 168 over x to the 5th. So let's recap. we're given our big function here, y equals parentheses negative 6x to the fourth plus 2 plus 6x to the negative fourth, end parentheses, next parentheses 6x to the fourth plus 7, end parentheses. I labeled my first one f, my second one g, and then I applied the product rule. So when I took the derivative, at this step we have a derivative, and it is f times g prime plus g times f prime. From there I distributed it out, okay, and then after I distributed, or multiplying all parts out there, I combined my like terms together and the highest degrees first, and that gave me my final answer, my final derivative, which is dy dx, is equal to negative 288 x to the 7th power minus 120 x to the 3rd minus 168 over x to the positive